On here, we're in the 360A feature of the sprint cars. These guys fly around this dirt track, and this is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts to race these cars. They're open wheels, and got something touching. They wear wings for a reason, because they can fly. And they touch wheels. They can hurtle and twirl. It's a very dangerous class of racing right here. Very, very fast, very, very exciting, and very, very competitive.
Row number 1, Mike Boston, the 22D car. Rodney Trout in the 2 car. Row number 2, Jeff Griffiths and Terry Holloman in the 23. John Gerloff, the points leader, the 24B car, alongside Bruce Williams in row 3. Row number 4, Keith Heitschuh in the 9 car, and the 1M car is Don Brown Jr. The 1X, Todd Splain, the 2M, Lee Nelson in row 5. Row number 6, Larry Pinnegar and Mike Mason Brink, that 17M car. Number 45, Jeffrey Lowry in row 7, alongside a familiar name, Doug Wolfgang. Wolfgang will be in the 40D car, the 10D car of Dan Nicolite, and we have Wolfgang again in row number 8.
The guy's incredible, I'm telling you.
Bruce Divis, who won the B feature in the 24 car.
That should be Dan Nicolite Jr. in the 45L car out there.
Doug Wolfgang in the 40D. You've heard that name a long, long time around these parts in racing in Nebraska. There's row 9, Miles Grain and Seth Bramer, the 38-26 cars. Row number 10, Jason Danley and Rick Halberstadt. And that'll round out the field for our 360A feature. We've got one car going into turn number 3 that's already stalled. They'll try to get that car underway. Again, these cars need to be push started, and so that'll slow things down temporarily. The pace car remains out. The field continues to slow.
Okay, cars of interest to watch in this race, of course, car number 24B of John Gerloff, and car number 24 of Bruce Divis, and what the heck, car number 91, Jeff Griffiths. Your points leaders, 1, 2, and 3. It's almost anybody's game with John Gerloff, the current points leader, Bruce Divis right behind him, not very far away. So this race will decide who will be the point track champion for the 360 sprint cars here at I80 Speedway.
Gerloff in the 24B, Divis in the 24 car, both in the back of the pack. You know that Divis is going to be anxious to move up and try and catch him, not only in this race, but catch him for the points championship. They've got the green flag. They come out of turn 4. They're flying down the straightaway, and we're racing once again. The 22D car of Mike Boston, the 2 car of Rodney Droud, leading him out, and it's the 22D car of Mike Boston who has the commanding lead as we complete lap number 1. The dust is flying on the dry track. The 91 car also moving in there into contention, Jeff Griffiths. The black 91 in second place. Stroud has settled back. He's been pushed into 4th place as cars continue to move up the field. Big lead for Stroud in the 22D. There's Griffiths in the 91. The 1X car of Todd Splain in 3rd place. And Rodney Droud, the number 2 car, in 4th. A huge lead for Rodney Droud. Or check that for Mike Boston in the 22D car. You get a chance right there to see the lead that he's opened up as he flies into turn number 1. Behind him in the 1X, that's Todd Splain.
Mike Boston not normally racing here at I80 Speedway. He may be one of them Knoxville drivers here for the first time.
Boston at 22 with the lead. Todd Splain in the 1X. Looking for Bruce Divis in the 24 and John Gerloff in the 24B. They're back in the pack. Boston flying around. The 1X car behind him, Todd Splain. A nice job. Right now it's 1 and 2 and the rest of the field behind him. Splain is really close to gap on Boston. The 91 car of Mike Griffiths is situated in 3rd place in a battle for 3rd and 4th with the 2 car of Rodney Droud. Cars now spread all over the track. They
really got some distance between first and last place.
Todd Splain going high in turn number 3, coming in contact with the wall, but he's got it under control, and he flies around Boston to take the lead. We've got contact in turn number 1, high right before turn number 2, and that'll bring out the yellow flag. It'll be interesting to see whether Splain made that move and got the lead before the yellow flag came out. Boston has slowed considerably. Did he see the flag before Splain? We've got contact high between 1 and 2.
Like Miles Green in there, the blue car.
Tough to see who it is, but we've got a yellow flag situation right now in our 360 sprint. Let's send it down to pit road. Kevin Kugler is standing by with Kyle Burke, who dominated earlier.
Kyle, congratulations on your win. Tell us about the race.
Well, you know, it was extra nice starting in the front like that, and that was all luck of the draw, but not knowing where to go at first, so we put her on the high side. That's usually where it's fast, and my crew was signaling me, my sister and my dad, they were telling me to get down to the bottom, so we went down there, and, you know, from there it's just do the best you can, and I kept the car straight, try to keep it coming off the corners good, and the car was just excellent. That FRC chassis we got working with, it just can't complain.
Now, Kyle, how's your season gone so far? Outline what's been going on this season for Kyle Burke.
Well, we've had quite a change of events this year. Usually we're chasing some track titles around the area here, but we've changed and started running more special races around the Midwest here as close as we can, but yet you still do some traveling and run some higher paying races and get some more experience, and I guess try and run with some of the bigger dogs yet, but we've had some good runs the last couple months. It's been really good for us.
Now, Kyle, of course, when you watch racing on television, you see most of the drivers have a chance to thank anyone they'd like to thank. Anyone come to mind that you'd like to thank for your big win here tonight?
Well, yeah, there's so many people I could go on all night here, but first of all, I'd really like to thank the Lord for a good, safe race. A lot of things can happen out here, but He protected us and brought us through in a good race, and also my sponsors that helped put us here, the financial backing from Bossman Oil Company up in Grand Island, Strobel Industries and Construction in Clarks, and Centaur Bolts, nuts and bolts there in Grand Island, and Central Region Motorsports. They supply me with the parts we put on the cars. So all in all, it takes all them people and the hard work that my crew puts into it.
Well, Kyle, congratulations on a great race.
Thank you.
Bill. Amen on the safe race. It was
Absolutely.
a terrific performance. That really was one of the best races that we've seen in the couple of times that we have been up here. Kyle Burke dominating in that late model feature. Well, they're still trying to clean up the track from the incident that we had between turn 1 and turn number 2. The 38 car that's being pulled off on the hook
Miles Green
is Miles Grine. We saw him a little bit earlier.
I don't think he wants to get out. I'll take a ride.
Should also point out that I mentioned that Splain had gone past Mike Boston for the lead just prior to that, and they have moved Boston back into the lead and moves Splain back into second place. The Knights of Thunder Part 2 on NETV is brought to you in part by viewers like you who are financial contributors to Nebraskans for Public Television. Without your support, we could not bring you programs like Stock Car Racing on your statewide network. If you're not already a member, please take a minute and write to us at Nebraskans for Public Television, Post Office Box 83111, Department S, Lincoln, Nebraska 68501. Or easier yet, call us right now in Lincoln, toll free at 800-634-6788 and pledge your support for quality television. Nebraska Public Television. TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.